Why is it that every year I look at the nomination for the Ballon d'Or top 30 and I say to myself, how the hell is this player on? How the hell is this guy on? Why the hell is this guy not on? Why have they not included this player? Why is that every year I've got complaints? Why is it that every year they can't do their job? Why is it that they always fail to recognize other players but add players for PR? Listen, guys, boys, girls, the top 30 nominations has been announced. And I can't lie, I'm looking at certain players and I'm saying to myself, how the hell are they on? And I'm looking at players which, why the hell are they not on? Listen, before we start, before we go any further, don't forget to like the video, subscribe to the channel. If you're new to the channel, of course, comment. Please, comment if you've got any complaints. Are you in a similar position as where I am? And comment your thoughts, whether you agree or disagree with what I'm about to say. And the first thing to say, let's read them out. Number 1, Jude, Dembele, Donnarumma, Due, Dumfries, Guirassy, Victor, Haaland, Hakimi, Harry Kane, Kvara, Liwa, Alexis, Lautaro, Mbappe, McTominay, Nuno Mendes, Joao, Neves, Olise, Cole Palmer, Pedri, Rafinha, Declan Rice, Fabian Ruiz, Mohamed Salah, Virgil, Vinny, Vitinha, Florian Wirtz, and of course, Lamine Yamal. Those are the top 30 players nominating for the Ballon d'Or, which means those 30 players are essentially the best 30 players in the world last season, from August to July. The Club World Cup is, of course, part of it. From August to July, those 30 players are the best 30 players in the whole world. That's what we're saying, by the way. That's what the French Federation, the Ballon d'Or, that's what they basically saying. That those 30 players that you've seen on your screen are the best 30 players. Let me just make one thing very, very clear. I'm looking at the list, and I'm trying to find a player that plays for my team. I cannot find him. Is he here? Is he here? I can't find my player. There is 3 Real Madrid players nominated for the Ballon d'Or, but they failed to nominate the one person that should be on this list. The one person who was Real Madrid's most important player last season, the most consistent player last season. Why am I not seeing Fede Valverde on the list? Why? Can someone please tell me what Fede Valverde hasn't done? What has he failed to do in order for him to be in this list? What? In terms of most importance, he is Real Madrid's most important player. In terms of the consistency, he's been doing it for the whole season. The guy never goes out injured. Always drops an 8 out of 10 minimum. Always is there, whether it's a right back, right winger, midfielder, as an 8, as a 6, double pivot, lone pivot. He's always there. Always performing, always consistently. The start of the season, the long shot that he was scoring. Bro, why is he not on the list? That's what I'm trying to understand. If you're trying to put Jude Bellingham in there, if you're trying to put Vinny in there, if you're trying to put Mbappe in there, then why the hell are you not putting Fede Valverde in this list? That's my biggest complaint so far. My biggest complaint so far is why I'm not seeing Fede Valverde in the top 30 players in the whole world. I will tell you why he's not there. PR. He doesn't have the PR. He doesn't have the glamorous back CV resume about him. He doesn't go to the media, talk about the media, doesn't drop some banging IG posts, IG stories. He doesn't collaborate with brands and sponsors. That's why he's not on the list. If you need to be on the list, have some PR. The second person, which I'm looking at, and I'm wondering why he's not there, is a Chelsea player. Someone who I feel like has been one of the best midfielders in the whole world. Someone that I feel like has been among Chelsea's best performers. And that is Mr. Caicedo. He's been doing it at the start of the season to the end of the season. That includes the Club World Cup, where Chelsea managed to win. And this guy produced an absolute stellar performance throughout the whole campaign. Why am I not seeing Caicedo on the list? Why am I seeing someone on the list, which I'll come to, but not Caicedo? Again, why is he being disregarded? The same way as Fede Valverde has been disregarded. What, is that something to do with South American players? Why is South American players not even looking at the moment? Again, like, it's baffling to me. Another thing which I'm confused about. There's 30 players in there. There's only one centre-back in there. only one centre-back, and that is Mr. Virgil van Dijk. I'm not seeing no Pacho. I'm seeing nine Paris Saint-Germain players. PSG starting 11 is basically here, except for 2 players, which is Pacho and Marquinhos. Other than that, the goalkeeper's there, the fullbacks is there, the 3 midfielders is there, and the 3 attackers is there. Paris Saint-Germain starting 11 is there, except for 2 players. But Pacho should be in there. Without Pacho, Paris Saint-Germain would have never won the Champions League. I can put Pacho amongst top 5 Paris Saint-Germain most important players, and that's more than other players in there. I would put Pacho over Fabian Ruiz. I would put Pacho, as crazy as it sounds, and you guys are about to look at me, what? I'll put Pacho over Doué. Pacho's been more important than Doué. Doué, yes, got the goals. Champions League final. But put Barcelona in there. Paris Saint-Germain would have still performed the same. But take Pacho off. Look how Paris Saint-Germain played against Chelsea without Pacho. Pacho's amongst one of the Paris Saint-Germain most important players. I don't get it. Then it comes to, I'm looking at 4 Barcelona players. 4 Barcelona players. I can count Lewa, Pedri, Rafinha, Lamine Yamal. 4 Barca players. But if you ask me right now, Faysal, give me your top 5 Barca players last season. Lewa's not even in my top 5. Lewa's not even in my top 5. If you ask me right now to give you my top 5 Barca players last season, I will put Inigo Martinez in there, I'll put Bode in there, and I'll put Koundé in there. You saw what happened against Inter Milan when 2 of those players didn't play and when one of those players got taken off. You saw what happened against Inter Milan. But you got Lewa in there. Why? Because of the goals. Goals gets you on this list. The more goals you score, the higher chance you have to get in there. The same way with Guirassy. Guirassy's in there. He was top 2, top 3 in the Bundesliga and top 2 in the Champions League. I've got no issue with to be honest with you, with Guirassy. But what I've got an issue with is a right back. The only reason why he's there is because of a couple goals he scored against Barcelona, and that is Dumfries. Denzel Dumfries has not been the second best right back in the whole world. Because what you're trying to tell me, that's 2 right backs on this list, and that's Hakimi and that's Dumfries. You're not trying to convince me that Dumfries has been the second best right back in the whole world last season. I can give you Koundé. I can give you Timber. I can give you Trent. But Denzel Dumfries is in there. Why? Because of a couple goals against Barcelona in the semi-finals. That's why he's in there. So what? Now we're trying to give credit and recognition for fullbacks scoring goals, but not their defensive ability. What? Is that on the striker's job or what? Is that on the striker's job or what? Then I'm looking at other players like Jude, Dembele, Donnarumma, Doué. Like I said, I'll put Pacho in there. Denzel Dumfries, no idea how he's on the list. Guirassy, it makes sense because he's been leading both the Champions League and Ballon with goals. So I hear it. Victor, the guy finished second in the Golden Boot. So many goals with Sporting. They won the league. I hear it. Haaland, brother, this guy's been out for 2-3 months. He didn't even play against Real Madrid in the semi-final. Was non-existent. Yes, he scored goals, but come on, man. Where was the impact? This Dunny, bro, scored goals, stat pattern against certain teams. I don't understand it, bro. Hakimi deserves to be in there. Kane deserves to be in there. Cavaro deserves to be in there. Lewa, I wouldn't have him on the list over the likes of Koundé or Inigo or Bode. Alexis, I understand it. Then Liverpool fans can make the argument, where's Gravenberch? Gravenberch deserves to be on the list after what he did last season. Lautaro. Why is Lautaro on the list and not Marcus Thuram? Marcus Thuram was the better Inter Milan attacker last season. Why is Lautaro on the list? What has he done? Can someone tell me, what did Inter Milan win last season for him to be on the list? What did Inter Milan win last season? What? They went to the final, lost against Paris Saint-Germain. The Coppa Italia final, lost against Milan. They bottled the league. They didn't win nothing. Even the Super Cup, they lost it. So they went trophy list. I'm seeing Lautaro Martinez on the list. Why? Because of one goal he scored against Barcelona. Well, what about the Serie A winners of Lukaku? You've only got one Napoli player in Scott McTominay. It makes no sense. Mbappe won the Pichichi, the Golden Boot. Of course, he's there. Nuno Mendes is there. Joao Neves deserves to be on there. Ulisse deserves to be on there. Palmer deserves to be. Pedri, Rafinha. Declan Rice. Wallahi al-Azim, I can ask you right now, what has Declan Rice done to be on there? And I can ask you, please do not mention his 2 free kicks against Real Madrid. Give me one reason why Rice is on there, except for mentioning the 2 free kicks against Real Madrid. What are you going to say? What is leadership? That leadership worked very well to win Arsenal. Oh, my bad. What? What's Declan Rice done? Please, bro. Please, bro. Please, bro. Over Valverde. Over Caicedo. Gravenberch. Barella. But come on, bro. Kimmich. Come on, bro. Come on, bro. Bro, I can even put Bruno Fernandes in there. Come on, bro. This is not fair. Fabian Ruiz. Okay, man. Okay, listen. I hear it. Salah, I hear it. Van Dijk, I hear it. Vinny. Listen, if you, man, got an issue with Vinny, then you, man, have got bigger issues there. If you're looking at Vinny and you're questioning why Vinny is in there, then that's wrong. I can look at other players. Vinny, I want to make it very clear for the audience to understand. The Ballon d'Or is between August to July. Vinny Jr. has not been cheeks from August to July. Vinny Jr. has been cheeks from January to July. People are forgetting what he did. August, September, October, November, and December. Those 5 months are probably the reason why he's on the list. But if I ask you about Declan Rice, what? 1 game. If I ask you about Denzel Dumfries, what? 1 game. If I ask you about Lautaro Martinez, what? 2 games or 3 games against Bayern where he scored. But this is what I'm trying to say. So don't look at Vinny. Oh, Vinny's the easy target in there. Vinny's the scapegoat in there. There's other players that's on this list that does not deserve to be on this list over Vinny. That's what I'm saying. Then you got Vitinha, Wirtz, and Lamine Yamal. I've mentioned a couple players that should not be on this list, but other players that should. I can't lie. Low key, hear me out. Hey, man, Ronaldo. Where's Ronaldo on the list, bro? Hey, man, Nations League. Look how many goals he scored. Hey, I'm just trying to put an argument. All I'm saying, every year, it's the same nonsense. Every year, there must be someone wrong. One person must be selected that shouldn't be selected. Every year, they get it wrong. But my biggest complaints is 3 players, really and truly. And that is Fede Valverde, that is Pacho, and that is Caicedo. How those 3 players are not on the list baffles me. It absolutely baffles me. But are you surprised? I mean, what can you expect with the Ballon d'Or? PR. The more PR you have, the more PR you get, the better chance you have in making the top 30. But one thing I noticed straight away, this is quick notices that I noticed, yeah. I noticed 9 Paris Saint-Germain players, which I hear they were the best team in the world last season. I'm seeing no Ronaldo and Messi, which is insane. We've now reached the stage where no Messi, no Ronaldo, we're trying to normalize it, which is insane because over the past 2 decades, we've seen them on the list every single year, dominating the list. I'm seeing Lamine Yamal, his full name is highlighted except for other players where the only surname is highlighted. Vinny, that's his name. Vitinha is only got, I mean, how Lamine Yamal goes first name and surname, that's interesting. Very, very interesting. Other than that, listen, man, I'm not happy, but what can you expect? Put down in the comments what you guys make of the top 30, the players that you feel like should have been on, and the players that you're looking at right now, and you're asking yourself, how the hell are they on? Put down in the comments, and I'll catch you soon with another video. Peace.